Alright, so let's now have another video tutorial on the activity that I am giving you last time. So since napansin ko po na marami pa yung mga walang activity for the plate number 6 for working drawing activities for tool holder, let's just create a video from here para meron po kayong susundan, no, to create this part partition of the lesson. Okay, so before that, I am going to read the requirements for this area. So from this lesson, we are going to make a tool holder. So the requirement should be in sketch plane, the requirement area to have the pictorial view should be on the top plane, while the unit of measurement used it should be an mmgs. The running time will be 30 minutes. So I think hindi na tayo aabot ng 30 minutes if hindi natin kailangan mag-set ng paper for this. Number 4, construct the part by following the required design features. Number 6, prepare the working plan, drawing using the given sheet size and format for your trainer. So from here, I will be making a separate video sa pagsiset po ng format sa paper kasi um, ibang part partition na yan ng activity na gagawin ninyo. And number 7, submit the soft copy and hard copy of your work for evaluation. All right, so let's now start with knowing the transition in between the design manager tree. Okay, so from this area, ito po yung magiging first part partition ng ating drawing. All right, so let's now open the SolidWorks application for this activity. Napakita ko po sa inyo yung aking screen para medyo kita natin kung ano ba yung mga part area ng drawing na gagawin ninyo. Okay, so the tool holder should be specified on this activity and sundan lang po natin yung mga process description na gagawin. Okay? So, antayin natin mag-load yung ating pong SolidWorks. Ayan. Now, let's have this repaired part component and then okay. All right. So, from here, I should visit this area, no? Dun po sa ating pong requirement basis. So, nakikita nyo naman po ito sa ating Google Classroom. And may kita ninyo yung mga requirement details. Okay? Pero syempre, we should follow what is applicable to edit and to set dun po sa ating pong SolidWorks. Okay, so let's now have the unit of measurement within the prescribed area of MMGS. So alam niyo naman na po ito lahat, napaka-importante na iset natin yung ating pong unit of measurement sa prescribed type of unit. Okay, so we should select the MMGS first, and then from that, tsaka natin gawin yung mga transition-based structure na naka-indicate sa PDF ninyo. Okay, so let's now follow this area. So as you can see, we made an extruded boss base using the given drawing description. Okay, so let's now start to do this one by making several types of circles within the prescribed sizes. Okay, meron tayong 22 in diameter and meron din tayong 25 in diameter. Alright, so let's just set that first bago tayo mag-indicate ng mga distance in between. Okay, so click the SolidWorks application, then set on the extruded boss base features, then set on the front plane. Okay, from the point of origin, let's make a circle from that or from here, from this position. Tapos, bago tayo gumawa ng mga next set of circle, kailangan naka-align din siya dun po sa ating circle na naunang ginawa. Okay? So, click on here, then make a circle. Eh, bakit ko po ina-align na? So, para hindi maapektuhan later yung mga sukat ng ating pong circle pagdating sa pagsiset ng distance at saka ng diameter nila. Okay? Para magkakalinya na po yung kanilang mga center line. Or I mean the center of the circle. Okay? Smart dimension. So, using the smart dimension, let's just have the proper size for the circle na ang naka-indicate po dun sa instruction should be 22. Okay, dito po sa pinaka-gitna. Okay, itong gitnang circle natin. And on both sides, meron po tayong dalawang circle na meron din pong diameter na 25 naman. Okay, so just follow that size description para masundan natin yung mga set of activities from here. Okay, so 25 again on this area. Confirm or enter. Okay, so let's just wait kasi medyo naglalag ang PC natin. Next, let's now see the distance in the between, no? So from the first center ng ating circle going to the origin, we should make at least 19 na sukat. Ganon din po sa kabilang size kasi kung dodoblehin natin yung distance na ito, 19 plus 19, magiging major dimension natin is 38. Okay, so to continue, let's have the dimension from this point going to the origin. It should be 19. Enter. Okay, and then from this point going to the other point should be 19 din. Mali ako ng selection. Control Z. Ayan. Dapat another command, smart dimension. From this point of origin going to the other point should be 19 din. Okay, so 19, enter. And with that, we have this spaces. Confirm. Okay, and then let's go back to the instruction. So indicated on this instruction, it should be yung mga line na nandito po sa loob, yung mga arcs na area dito, it should be omitted. So ang gagamitin natin dyan para matanggal is the trim entities. So just look for trim entities here. Ito po siya. Click and then select the power trim. Tapos daanan natin yung mga area using your mouse na mga area na dapat nating burahin. So, ayan, dapat walang matitirang linya dyan. Okay, so confirm. And then, bago tayo mag-exit sketch, ipapakita ko sa inyo into an isometric view yung features ng ating pong drawing. So, saan na yung isometric? So, isometric natin using this. Ayan. Okay, so let's see ulit dun po sa ating instruction that from the given instruction, before tayo mag-exit sketch, we should at least adjust the depth of the object into 42 mm. Okay, so just go back to the SolidWorks, exit sketch, and then set the distance from the set description of 42. Okay, so palitan natin ng 42, enter, and that confirm. All right, so from this area, we are now having the next set of cases. Doon po sa first activity, okay, or first area ng drawing. And on the second set, from this area, kung mababasa po natin yung direction, may naka-indicate dito na true all. So, ibig sabihin, yung true all na yan, nag-a-appear lang siya sa isang klase ng command or base feature command ng SolidWorks, which is the extruded cut. So, yun po yung gagamitin natin on this area. So, extruded cut, kasi po magbubutas tayo na mayroong relative size description na 10 mm. Okay, so let's go back to the SolidWorks. Nasa gitna daw po yun. So, extruded cut from here. I-click natin yung part na lalagyan ng butas. And then, I will set the orientation view into the normal view para mapunta tayo sa pinakaharapan. Circle. Okay? So from this point, syempre hindi na natin kailangang hanapin yung magiging center line or the center point of the circle since the origin was already visible. So just click on this, gawa ka ng circle, tapos palitan natin yung dimension referred to sa size na kailangan. So it should be in 10 mm. Okay? So type 10, enter. Alright? So pag meron na tayong 10, confirm. So before I'm going to exit sketch that, papakita ko pa rin into the orientation of pictorial view. Ayan. So exit sketch tayo. So adhere with this. Tapos select on the faces na naka-indicate dun sa ating pong parameters na dapat from blind, i-select po natin yung true all. Okay? So ibig sabihin, pag true all hanggang sa pinakadulo na po siya. Confirm. Now with that, we have this faces. Okay? Antayin natin. Ayan. Alright, so from here, meron na po tayong phase na naka-indicate po sa detail setup na nakalagay dito sa ating second set. So let's go to the next set. Okay, so dito naman, we have another extruded 2 na naka-indicate but the direction was also in the place of true all. So ibig sabihin, pag true all, it should be extruded cut pa din. No? Knowing the size and the description from this area, that on both pairs of the circle na gagawin natin dito, it should be in 12 mm. Okay, so let's just do and follow the instruction based on the adherence or the instruction on the image. So extruded cut, click dito sa pinakaharapan, and then in normal view ulit natin to see how we are going to set on the faces of the circle. Okay? So just click circle from this area. Daan po natin dun yung mouse sa pinaka circumference ng first circle para mag-appear itong center. Okay? So just click on here, gawa muna tayo ng circle. The same way on how we do that on the second part. Okay? So from here, gawa ka rin ng circle. Okay? So smart dimension, smart dimension, then know the size area. Adhere to this, it should be in 12 mm. Okay, 12 mm, confirm. And then from here, click, tapos palitan din siya ng 12 mm. Okay, so 12, enter. Ayan. So from here, we already set the given standard features. So ilagay po natin ulit from the pictorial view bago natin siya i-exit sketch. So confirm ko na yung dimension. And then exit sketch, tapos set the parameters based on the given instruction dun po sa ating paper. So the same way on how we construct the area, yung butas na nandun po sa gitna, we should select through all. Okay, para hanggang ilalim po or hanggang dulo yung magiging butas ng ating drawing. So confirm, and with that, we made this lateral areas for our next spaces. Okay? So I think from this malapit na po tayong matapos, no? So we should just follow the real features from these spaces. Okay? On the next part of transition, gumamit na tayo ng fillet command. Okay? So from this area, we should adjust the fillet parameters given dun po sa mga selection na yan na dito po sa mga point na ito. Okay? So dapat ang kanyang radius should be 3.175 mm. Okay? So let's go back to the SolidWorks using the fillet command. Okay? Click fillet. Tapos para hindi tayo mahirapan dun sa selection phases, pwede nating i-rotate yan by clicking the drag or the scroll dun po sa ating mouse. Okay? Tapos select po ninyo yung mga line na i-fillet natin. Ayan. So itong face na to, dapat mag-blue siya together with this area. Okay? Ayan, medyo mahirap lang siyang i-click no based on the given instruction or structure kasi medyo naka grayscale yung ating pong drawing. But if we are going to adjust that based on the given required features, for example, i-hidden line visible natin, mas madali. Pero let's just try to make this one based on the description dun po sa ating drawing. So, ito pong part na to, tsaka ito. No? So, rotate lang natin siya dun sa pinakailalim para makuha natin yung apat na yan. So, pag na-select na natin yung 4 edges, we should have adjust the fillet parameters from 3.175. Now, given on the um, drawing features or instruction from the PDF. So, confirm or double enter. Okay. So, antayin lang natin siyang mag-load para mag-change po ng pictures yung ating pong mga sinelect na edges kanina. And then with that, we have achieved this type of faces. So kung makikita ninyo, very symmetrical na yung shape ng ating drawing. So let's just go back to the pictorial view para ma-continue natin yung susunod na phases. Okay, so let's go back to this area. Dito naman, we are now making a mid-plane. I mean, the what we call this one, the cylinder from this area with the required face features of extrude 4 that I think we should use the extruded boss base pa rin from this area kasi gagawa nga tayo ng ganito. And we should follow the paces na naka-indicate dun sa mga size description. Okay, so let's now go back to the SolidWorks. Okay, from the SolidWorks, let's click on the extruded boss base features. Pero on the selection, syempre para hindi tayo mahirapan, ilabas natin yung Feature Design Manager 3. And then, let's click on the top plane from this area. Okay, since top plane po tayo gagawa ng drawing. And then, we should select the normal view position para mapunta tayo sa pinaka-top ng ating drawing. Okay? So from that, let's now have the size description for the sketch na gagawin natin, which is circle pa din. Okay? So from the circle, dapat daw meron tayong size area na 14 ang distance from the edge of the drawing, or I mean from pinakadulo nitong ating pong drawing paces going to the adjustment features from this should be 14. Tapos from the origin going to this area, bago natin magawa yung distance or pagitan from this point, meron tayong 38 na sukat. Okay? So let's now try to make and access all the necessary information that needs to identify from this step. Okay? So let's now have this circle pace. Okay? So click on here and then click sketch. Tapos hanapin niyo yung circle. And then gawa ka lang ng circle on this area na kahit gaano kalaki muna kasi magsiset pa lang naman tayo ng sukat. Okay? So smart dimension, going to this area. Okay? Kahit saan ka mag-click dyan, no, dun sa pinaka-basis natin. Going to the origin. Sige, sa origin muna tayo. From the point of the origin and then from the center of the circle, yung pinaka-distance niya would be 38. Okay? So 38, enter. Ayan. And then from this endpoint, going to the center pa din of the circle, dapat ang distance daw niya will be 14. Okay? So 14, enter. And then, we should identify ano yung magiging sukat ng ating circle. So balik tayo dito, the diameter will be 19. Okay, so let's now just to create this one by clicking the circle, tapos modification ng smart dimension, palitan natin ng 19 in diameter. Okay, so 19, enter. Okay, and with that, we have these spaces already. Okay, so bago tayo mag-exit sketch, confirm natin yung dimension. Ipapakita ko sa inyo into an isometric view or pictorial view yung magiging itsura niyan based dun sa magiging adjustment ng parameters. Okay, so balik tayo dito. Nakalagay sa parameter that in direction, we should select the midplane and then the depth of the object should be in 40 mm. Okay, so let's now go back to the SolidWorks, exit sketch. Okay, pag exit sketch natin, antayin nyo pong mag-appear yung ating parameters from here. Ayan. So from the blind, hanapin daw po natin yung midplane. Nasa pinakadulo siya. Ayan. Tapos papalitan ninyo yung size area ng naka 40. Okay? So dito, magpo-position siya sa pinakagitna na ng ating object. Para alam nyo yun, maging pantay po yung distribution ng size area ng magiging height ng ating cylinder. Okay? So 40 mm, confirm. And with that, we have already the space for this particular area. Ayan. So malapit na tayo matapos, no? Given the last two step of this activity. So let's now go back to the SolidWorks, I mean the PDF copy, and have the next step for preparation. So dito, gagamit po tayo ng another command-based features na tinatawag nating hole wizard. Okay? So from this area, nakalagay dyan, meron tayong mga hole types, standard sizes, ano yung type ng uh, klase ng bolts na gagamitin to adhere with these sizes, ano yung mga hole specification. So lahat yan is susundan natin based sa description na nakalagay. Okay? So let's now go back to the SolidWorks. Look for the hole wizard. Ito po siya. Click from here. Okay? And then pag-click ng hole wizard, let's just wait for the parameters to appear para mag-set na po tayo ng mga setup configuration na kailangan po from the hole specification. Okay, so ano nga po ulit yung mga naka-indicate? Hole type would be counter bore with the standard size of ANSI metric. So counter bore, click on this part. And then the standard will be ANSI metric. And then the hexagonal bolt would be ANSI B18. Okay, so let's see kung naka B18 na siya. Ito na, okay. And then yung size description for the whole specification is M5. Okay, nakaset na po siya dito. It should be M5. Then the pit would be the normal and end condition would be true all. So from normal from here, okay na po yan. Wala na tayong babaguhin. And yung true all, nakaset na rin siya. Okay, so paano na ngayon natin siya ipo-position dun po sa magiging area ng ating drawing? Just look for position from this point, then click nyo po yung 3D sketch. Okay, so pag click ng 3D sketch, yung mouse nyo, igagalaw nyo lang siya, tapos idadaan nyo siya dun sa ating cylinder. Pag nag-appear yung center point or yung center line, click nyo lang yung center line na yun. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yan na yung magiging position ng counter bar natin. So, just click on this. Pag nakita ninyong nag-preview niya ng ganyan, pwede nyo nang i-confirm. Okay? So, pag-click ng check or confirm, with that, magkakaroon na po ng hole specification yung ating pong cylinder. Okay? So, as you can see, we have already set that based on the configuration set dun po sa ating instruction na ginagawa. Alright? So, I hope you follow the procedure. So, let's now move forward to the last area for this. So, dito, magsaset lang po tayo ng mga delay parameters and set up dun po sa ating configuration na meron pong 2 mm in sizes. So, this will be the last part partition for this para mabuo natin yung pinaka-figure. Okay, so let's go back to the SolidWorks and then click on the fillet command. Okay? So pag-click ng fillet, click the arc from this area. Kahit ito lang part na to, makikita ninyo yung mga nagdilaw na yan, ibig sabihin, nadamay na rin po yung ibang part partition yan. So hindi nyo na sila kailangang i-select isa-isa. The same process on this point. Just click on this. Pag nag-yellow po yan, ibig sabihin kasama na rin sila sa malalagyan ng size. I mean the fillet. And of course, meron pa pong nakatagong part partition dito na medyo kailangan nating i-rotate. Ayan, yung nakikita ninyong parang curve na shape na yan. So, meron din siyang setup configuration. So, let's just click on here and just be careful sa pagsiselect ng point para mas mag-identify po yung mga fillet parameters na kailangan nating lagyan ng sukat. Okay? So, from the 3.175 kanina, palitan nyo lang ng 2, then double enter. And with that, we have this space already. So, ang gawin natin, pakita ko into pictorial view. Ayan, ito po yung magiging itsura ng ating pong activity. So, I hope you follow and um, I suggest that save this one for the reference area para po sa magiging setup ng inyong drawing sheet. And kayo na po yung mag-configure kung ano po yung magiging properties and area para dito sa drawing description na ito. So, thank you for watching and sana mabuo na no, yung ating pong part area and part partition para sa activity na to. So, thank you.